Hello LEGO fans, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with a look at a LEGO World City fire set. This is the Fire Command Craft from 2004. This set came with 269 pieces. The boat itself is a good proper LEGO build, all brick built up. It does have some large pieces. There are 1, 2, 3 pieces that go the full width of the boat here, forming the bow of it. It does have this large cockpit front canopy section here. Also has a large window piece here, but everything is built up. It doesn't use any single hull sections or anything like that. These are all small pieces. You can see some of the seams in between the different pieces there. So I appreciate the build, and it's different. It's odd. The whole idea here is that it's intended to look like it's already in the water. So this is clearly not actually going to float, just because it doesn't have a sealed off main hull, but the idea is they kind of built it from the water line up, which I appreciate. It makes it fit into dioramas and scenes really well. They put these inverted round tiles on the bottom to make it just allow it to be able to slide around pretty easily, relatively easily on hard surfaces. And back here you can see all this section here is open and empty. We'll see how that works in a couple of minutes, but let's just finish taking a look at this from some different angles. You do have two levels where you can put occupants inside of the craft, and then you can put them outside also. So obviously plenty of room around this rear deck. You've got a monitor over here which can be manned, although it is a little bit tough to fit a minifigure in there. That's one kind of awkward thing going on there. You can attach the hands, but then the feet are, maybe you can put 1 foot on the edge there, but it's kind of going to be rough. The monitor in the front is a lot easier to put somebody on because it's just right there, although it does the bottom peg there that just sticks into the center hole. It doesn't really hold very well, but it looks nice. This rotates around and you can change the elevation on it. These on the sides, you can rotate them around. And with that said, I think it's time to open this thing up a little bit. And it's interesting how it opens up. First off, you have your main control cabin up here, and it's a little bit on the short side, short in height, because it's intended to have a minifigure just sitting down there. It doesn't really have a proper seat or anything, and they just pretty much sit on the floor. But it's an effective use of space, because making it tall enough to fit somebody actually standing would have really changed the dimensions and made the proportions kind of odd. This piece, I'm going to take this off because I really like this piece. Look at that. It's a printed 2x4 by 1 slope piece. And yes, that is a print, not a sticker. It's got some nice metallic silver on there. Just a cool looking piece with a radar there, and you got your intercom or something like radio with a speaker there. I really like that. Perfect in the red color, and that's actually the front of this whole section right here. Now, there's another thing that's important here. When you open this up to get down in there, well, there are a couple things you can do. First, you can open up that whole large window section, gives you some access in there. You can put a person down here who's operating another little terminal, just another printed piece right there. Maybe remotely operating the monitors on this thing from the inside, which is pretty common. But there's more space and there are more things you can do inside of there. How do you get in there to get your figures to use, for instance, the bed for taking a nap? And looks like there's a little spot where you can take a rest and have a drink, or oh well, there you go. That takes care of that. This is not even attached with any studs. It's just sat down in there. Actually gets locked in place with this piece when it folds down. So you pop that up and you can just open the whole thing up. So that's nice. Good for playability. Lets you get in there. Very convenient. And they actually have a little storage compartment here, and there are a couple things in there. There's a cut-off saw and an axe, so some tools can be stored in there. Very convenient. That gets stored away underneath this table unit. Again, just really good use of space with this thing, and easy to get in there. Not the most realistic proportions on the interior, but it's, again, good for playability, and on the outside, I think the thing looks good. Now, let's see just a little bit more of the detail around the top. This is just a Technic ball that's just attached here. It's in the gray color, the modern light bluish gray color. It just gets attached like so. That's it. But now let's take a look at this back section and what is going on with that. Well, also included with this set is this additional build that you do. At the same time, it's just a small little inflatable little thing with a small outboard motor. Not a whole lot of detail there, but just an additional little thing that you can use to help fight fires and fight smaller fires and maybe do a little bit of rescue work. This is a nice little bar back here that just kind of holds all the light bar and stuff. It's just a nice little thing. Put a single figure in there. You can also have some kind of riding side saddle on the sides, and you got your monitor up front. The idea here is that the command craft is a mothership, and it is able to open up, gobble up the little raft, the dinghy, the powered inflatable, and hold it, put this piece back in place just to lock those sections together, and there you go. Off it goes. It's now carrying that smaller boat away. It's very nice. It actually, let me show you the little bit of action there. As you close this up, it actually lifts the sides up and holds it off the surface. So the small little boat is no longer on the ground. Very nice. And now that's kind of the new complete picture of the whole thing when you see it like this, is that it's just the whole thing is all together and becomes one whole assembly. And when needed, you just kind of open up the back and put a guy in there, break this off, he goes on off. It's a nice little kind of transforming feature. The set comes with 3 minifigures, as you see here. You've got your main captain figure and then just 2 other random dudes who can be used for any of the other tasks, or any of them can be used for any tasks. They all have the same torsos and the same legs. You can see you've got the PFDs, personal flotation devices, in the form of just those really flat pieces, like used just for high visibility, not much thickness to them. They actually put these details on the front on with stickers. Those are clear backed stickers. You can see that one wasn't put on all that well, but I did get this set used off eBay, so that's somebody else's work. And you get 3 different heads that come with them, and they do have stickers that go on the backs of those also. Really nice looking. I kind of wish that those were printed so that they would be consistently applied, but they're nice pieces, and if you want, you can take them off and just use them for other stuff around a city, but I would recommend just leaving them on because they're kind of cool. Last thing that I want to point out with this set is in the instruction manual. You go back towards the back, and actually forgot to point this out in the last World City set review that I did. They do show you some alternate builds. They don't show you how to build these, but it just gives you a little bit of impetus to try some different things. I always appreciate when Lego officially recommends doing something other than the official build. So here you get a nice a shorter boat, a little bit more conventional, a little bit more of the tugboat style of fire boat, pointed at the front and at the rear. Got your monitors front and back, just done a little bit differently there. And yeah, I think that's pretty nicely done. And then this one's a little bit more of a fast attack craft, probably shallow draft, probably is supposed to be powered by motors that are engines that are pushing air. You know, they actually have air propellers. I don't know if those are shown there, but it's just a faster looking thing, something different, still a fire boat, but a very different build, and always good to see Lego encouraging young builders to try different stuff. I like this set. The standard build here is unconventional. It's a little something different. It's a bit of a shame that it doesn't float, but overall I'm just pretty happy with it. I like fire boats in general. They're some of my favorite fire apparatus, if you will. And this one just it's futuristic enough. It's a little bit different. It has some different things going on with the different canopy sections, and I'm happy with it. So, well, there you go. Those are my thoughts about this set, but I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are about this set. You can still find this from time to time on Bricklink, of course on Bricklink, and also on eBay. Not too expensive. Probably won't find it in stores anymore, but it still is available. And of course, there are tons of places online where you can download the official instructions and build something just like this if you just get the parts. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will come back for more, because I'm always bringing out more videos of reviews of new products as well as old products, and I do custom builds. You can follow all of my updates on my blog at jangbricks.com, and I'll be talking to you again very soon.